A modern guide to fit and arsenal construction for two-handed bowlers. The #1 new release hit worldwide on Amazon. Find out the secrets of the pros, pitches and grip selection, what balls to use, when and why. Learn step by step how to lay out your own equipment and so much more. Become a better bowler and score more now. A modern guide to fit and arsenal construction for two-handed bowlers. Available now worldwide on Amazon and most major online retailers. Hey everybody, and welcome to another edition of Laneside Reviews. As always, I am the bearded beast, Rob Johnson, and as you can see, we are looking at a new animal on the bench. Yes, that's right, it's the Scorpion Strike from Hammer. When last we saw the Scorpion family, it was just debuting the new Scorpion Low Flare, which has been highly popular for the Hammer brand. Now they've taken the LED 3.0 core from the Scorpion Sting and wrapped it in a brand new version of the Semtech Pearl. Now it's featuring HK22. Go figure. I heard that stuff makes everything better. Well, if you look at that cover stock, the original Semtech Pearl was on like the Black Widow Gold and the Phobia and even the Scorpion Sting, so we know that there's performance there. And then they added, yeah, you heard me, HK22, so we know this ball is going to be clean, like extremely clean, and potentially very reactive down lane. So where do I see this ball fitting in? Well, this, in theory, is going to be your late hook ball. So it's going to be something that's going to have similar motion to your benchmark, but it's going to be cleaner and a little more off the spot down lane. So this is going to be a step down from your big A sim, and it's going to be cleaner than your benchmark. Now let's take a look how we laid it out. So as always with our two-handed layouts here, we always use the PAL system, and for this one we've gone with our late hook layout. So as you can see, we've gone with a 4.5-inch pin to PAP. We've also gone with a 6 3/4-inch mass bias to PAP, because yes, even symmetrical balls have a mass bias, technically. And we've gone with a 3-inch pin overline. That's going to work out to a layout of 4.5 by 6 3/4 by 3 PAL. But don't worry, we always take care of you dual angle guys. For my PAP, that works out to 90 by 4.5 by 37. But rather than listening to me talk about what I think this ball's going to do, why don't we take it lane side and see how it stacks up. And we find ourselves down on the lanes with our resident two-hander, the Bearded Beast, and joined in the booth by Scoops Porter.
Hi, everybody.
And here comes that wow. Scorpion Strike. Now, this is a Pearl,
yes,
as we said. So one of the things that a lot of people ask is what's the difference between the LED 3.0 and the LED 3.0 low flare core? And really, there's only one difference.
Flip lock.
That's right.
Yes.
So the LED, the low flare version,
yeah,
doesn't have the flip block,
yeah,
which lowers the differential a little bit and lowers the RG a little bit.
Just a little bit, though.
So it makes it a little bit smoother, a little bit less flare.
Yeah.
Now, they take this bad boy with the flip block.
Yes.
Raises the differential, which effectively increases flare. And then HK22.
Which means it's going to be cleaner, and you can play the same area longer.
Whoops! Maybe a little too clean there.
Yeah. No one burr challenge for that one.
No. The first shot I threw, I was at my benchmark area, and I tried to throw it forward.
Yeah.
Looked great.
Yeah.
That one wasn't a very good shot. I threw that one. I missed it like 5 boards right.
Yeah. And you got to understand, our center has a very no-go outside 5.
Yeah.
And I was having trouble with that on Wednesday. So it happens to all of us that we get out there, it just doesn't want to recover a lot of times. So.
Sometimes we throw bad shots.
Yeah.
But one thing I did notice with that much out of bounds out there, I wonder what would happen if I tried to get around it. Because we know if I forward roll it,
yes,
with this late hook ball, and we're going to talk a little bit about that in a second, we know it gets down lane real clean and gets to the pins.
Yes.
Why don't we get around one, see what we can make this thing do?
Well, and it's going to get you off the spot harder, right? Or you could just
Can I throw a good shot soon?
You miss inside about 6 more boards than you threw the last one. But
I promise, folks, this is one of the reasons why I'm still learning to two-hand,
yeah.
and I'm not an expert.
You're not an expert.
I'm only a year in, so you know what?
Yeah.
Bad shots happen.
Yeah. You're getting a lot more consistent for sure.
Yes.
I have to give that to you. And now I know your speed's your issue that you're working on. So.
Well, now with the release of the book,
Yes.
and being able to go through and adjust all of my fit to what matches in my book compared to what I was originally put together with.
Yeah.
It makes a huge difference. It's one of the things I spend time on the book is making sure that people understand that fit is so important.
Oh, especially for two-hand because you don't have that thumb to help you hang
Guide
on
it,
to the
hang
ball.
on to it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
So let's try getting around this one as I promised.
There you go. Wow. See it come off the spot.
That's that HK22.
Yeah.
When you roll it forward,
Yeah.
it's clean and it's still really controllable.
Yeah.
When you get sideways on it, she's gonna jump.
Yeah, well, it's already retaining so much more energy because of HK22.
Yep.
And then, you increase the amount of energy you're producing by coming around it.
That's
and get
right.
it down the lane more. Then what's it got? It's got to expel it somewhere.
That's right. So we talked about this being the late hook ball earlier.
Yes.
The late hook ball is going to be one that's not as strong as your big ball up ASIM. It's one that's going to be clean and in the same area as your benchmark, but have more pop down lane. When your benchmark's too early, or
Look
when
at this one.
you want it to corner,
Big difference.
but
Big
not
difference.
have a super short hook area that you'd see out of an asymmetric.
Exactly.
You could see that one just kept hooking.
Yeah, that was a typical symmetric reaction. It just didn't give up ever.
Yep. So that was another 3 boards from last one. So we're at 37. So we've already moved about 4 boards left and increased our launch angle and our rotation to get it come off a little faster.
Yeah. And it definitely did that.
I mean, I could try coming off it, trying to get it to come off it even harder.
Look at this one. You see, you can't get it out far enough now.
No.
Coming around it because you're just creating so much more off the end.
I was trying to get around it as much as I could.
Yeah.
And holy moly.
Yeah.
So what we're seeing here is, and I always say this, I like this out of my equipment I take to tournaments, we're seeing versatility.
Yeah.
We want a ball in our late hook that we can move out of our benchmark and keep in the same area and be clean. But when we're at a tournament, maybe we only have 6 balls available to us. Something that we can get around, and look at how many boards difference we're seeing.
And that's the other thing is the lanes are going to break down. So you're creating a lot of angled down lane right now.
Yep.
But as they open up and you need it to hook sooner because it's drying up or whatever, then you can get back behind it and tame that hook down, right?
Indeed. So I'm going to make a huge jump here. I'm going to move 11 from where we started.
Okay.
11 left.
11 left. That's a big one. Oh my!
Still
gosh.
split the 8-9.
Yeah. Still not giving up ever.
So we've got a ball here that we can conceivably throw in the same spot as our benchmark, and we'll show that in a second here. Here we are left-handed, but we can get 11 boards of extra performance out of just at a hand position.
Yeah, exactly. And that's not even talking about surface change.
That's just hand
just
position.
hand position alone.
I thought surface was what made the most difference in ball change, ball direction change.
Well, that's
good
on
Lord.
On an average. Okay, here's your benchmark.
On an average ball,
an average ball, or it's the easiest to do for an average beginner.
Yes.
I don't want to say lack of knowledge, but somebody that has a little lower skill level.
So here we are. We use the Rattler because every company has something like it. Now look at this.
Woo!
Forward rolling it,
we
can create almost the exact same shape. We're just changing the distance and the speed at which it reads it. So watch it again here in slow motion.
You can see how much more boards it covers from your launch, like from your hand out, right?
So I had to hold my shot back a little bit because when they were on top of each other, you could not see the difference. That's what I like to see out of my late hook ball.
Yeah.
Something that is literally just going to be longer. Because you watch the rattler here. Then I'm going to be able to play in a similar place and just get a little bit more off the spot.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Look at that pin roll.
Now, why don't you just play the rattler all the time? Because we're going to show you why that you can't play the rattler just all the time.
So if it got a little bit drier,
yeah,
my rattler would start up earlier.
Yeah.
You can see
you couldn't tell that there's two bumps there.
My Scorpion starts a little bit inside it.
Yeah.
Just gets a little bit farther down lane. It looks
Yeah.
like it's about 1 foot to 2 feet longer. And it has just a little bit more snap. Watch it slow motion here. Come on, baby. See, watch. See, it gets just a little bit outside.
Yeah.
And just it just gets there.
Exactly.
It just strikes.
Yeah. Well, and like you said, it's for late hooks. So when the block opens up and you need something else.
Yeah, when your benchmark is too early, when you need something that's going to be longer, or when you need something that we know the rattler's not going to be that versatile to be able to hook the whole lane.
Exactly.
You gotta go get the strike. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a show. So until next time, guys, we'll see you laneside.